I'm Chef John Lakatos, and today I'm going to be demoing bechamel sauce. To start bechamel sauce, I'm going to begin with 2 quarts of milk. And we're going to bring this to a low boil. Over medium heat. And we don't want to scald the bottom. We don't want to burn the bottom. We just want to bring this up nice and slow. Okay, our milk has come to a scald or a very low boil. It's time to start adding our white roux. We want to add white roux as opposed to blonde or dark to keep that white color of the cream, the milk. Okay. So we're going to add a small amount. We can always add more. And we're going to let this come to a boil with each addition of roux to check for nappe. And we want a light nappe with bechamel. When I whisk, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the bottom of the pan. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the sides. I don't want to turn my sauce gray. You can take color out of the pan with a hard stainless steel whisk and actually turn your sauce a gray color. We don't want that. We want nice and white. So we're going to let this come to a boil. Check for nappe off the back of a metal spoon. And we'll see where we're at. If you have to adjust your heat so you don't scald the bottom, you don't boil it over, okay, feel free to do so. And it's come to a boil, so we're going to take a metal spoon, check for nappe. And to me, this is a little milky yet. It's not a sauce texture. It's still milky. So we're going to clean that off, and we're going to add a little more white roux. Again, a small amount. We can always add more. And I'm going to whisk that roux in so it's fully incorporated. Again, let this come to a boil, and we will check for nappe one more time. Okay, with that last addition of roux, it's come to a boil. We are going to take a clean spoon, check for nappe, wipe across the back, and you can see it coats a little nicer now. It's a little bit thicker. It's more of a sauce texture. And it wipes clean, and it doesn't run into it. So we're good there. At this point, we're going to turn this down to a nice low simmer. Nice and low. I'm going to add what's called an onion piqué. This is a half onion, quarter onion, root still attached so it doesn't fall apart, has a bay leaf pinned to it with a whole clove. I'm going to show you another onion piqué. I like to add 2 for a batch this size. Quarter onion. I'm going to put my bay leaf on the cut or the flat part of the onion, and I'm going to pin it to it with a whole clove, just like that. Use the clove as a nail. Okay, that goes in. We make sure the bay leaf and the clove is underneath of the milk. If it's outside of the milk, it's not accomplishing anything. It's not contributing. And we're going to let this simmer 20 to 30 minutes, and we're going to taste it at 20 minutes. If we have a sweet onion flavor, we have the clove, we have the bay leaf, the roux flavor is also simmered out of it, that's good. If it needs to go a little bit longer, we'll let it go another 10. 30 minutes is about the max. You don't need to go much longer than that. I've got a nice low simmer. Our bechamel sauce is simmered for 20 minutes now. It tastes good. We have a good sweet onion flavor. Our nappe is still nice. It's time to turn it off. We're going to fish out our onion piqués. If they fell apart on you, don't worry about it. It's going to be strained anyway. Those get fished out. And again, because the sauce has roux, we have to strain it out. Not all the roux gets incorporated. Through a mesh strainer. And I think you can see why we strain it. Lots of roux left over, lots of chunks. This is going to ensure a nice smooth sauce. At this point, we have to season this to taste. A little bit of salt. Again, go very small, very light. You can always add more. A little bit of white pepper. Again, go light. You can always add more. Evaluate your product. Okay. Nice and smooth. Easily pourable. Light nappe. We can take it in a lot of different directions. We can still thicken it if we need to. We can season it as needed. Bechamel sauce.